what up and welcome back. Another day, another foundation video. So the foundation that I have for you today is from one of my favorite brands. It is from Givenchy and it is the Prism Libre Glow Serum Foundation. This just dropped like maybe a week ago. And as you guys know, the Prism Libre foundation is one of my favorite foundations ever. So this is a new iteration of that foundation. It doesn't come in the same shades that it came in before. So I had like kind of a hard time figuring out what shade I was going to get in this new foundation. But I did wind up getting 5.5 warm. This is what it looks like. It looks like it might be the right color. I did pump it out on my arm a little bit to see what it looked like. It looks like it's a little bit too warm, which is such a weird thing for me to say with my orange self. But it looks like it might be a little bit too warm. It was really hard finding a shade though, because this particular shade, the model that they use for this shade on the Sephora website, I did get mine from Sephora. It is $61. The model that they used looked to be a little bit on the darker side, but I was like, you know what, better darker than too light. So I went ahead and got it anyway. When it came, it was this color, and I was like, that girl that they use for the model for this foundation would never be able to fit this shade, never, unless something is wrong with my eyes and this is darker than it actually looks to me. But this looks like it's my shade, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, gonna read you a couple of blurbs about this foundation and then we will get started. I'm gonna do my typical foundation review process for this foundation, which is the first day I wear my normal everyday primer, which is my Shiseido Synchro Skin Primer, which is what I use mostly for like just everyday wear. Then I'm going to, depending on how the foundation behaves today, if it's really matte, then I'm going to use a glowing primer the next day that I use it. If it kind of slides off my face and gets kind of greasy, then I'll use a mattifying primer. The mattifying primer that I'm going to use is for, geez, and I still haven't done the video for this foundation yet, but like I said, you know, with all that has been going on in December and January, I've gotten stuff, but it's been so much going on that I haven't had time to review a lot of things. And I did get the Dolce & Gabbana foundation and primer, but I used it, but I never did the video for it. So maybe I'll do a video for it and then upload it so you guys can see my thoughts on that foundation, which I kind of love. But this particular foundation, oh, I was telling you what I was going to do. So if it slides off my face today, then I'll use a mattifying primer, and then on day 3 I will use no primer to see how it reacts on bare skin. This foundation comes in, Lord, how many colors? It comes in 30 shades. The shade I got, once again, is 5.5 warm, which is described as medium deep with warm undertones. And if I show you the picture of the girl who, there's no way, there's just no way that this shade, there's just no way. Anyway, and the shade actually even looks darker on the Sephora website too. Like, anyway, let me read what it says. A lightweight, hydrating, non-comedogenic skincare infused foundation with a natural finish and buildable coverage that blurs and improves skin over time. The coverage is medium. It has micro hyaluronic acid, which provides long-lasting hydration. Ceramides, yuzu extract visibly plumps skin. Prismatic light technology provides 24 hours of blur and enhances skin's natural radiance. One of the things that I had liked about the original Prism Libre foundation is that every single time I took that foundation off, my face looked so much brighter than when I originally put it on. So we'll see if that happens here. Today I'm going to be using a brush, mostly because my beauty blenders are dirty and I don't feel like washing none of them, which is kind of ironic because, you know, a wet beauty blender is like how you apply your makeup, but I'm lazy, so we're not doing that today. I'm going to pump out 2 pumps. It's very watery. This is what the shade looks like. As you can see, it looks like the right shade, right? Looks quite orange. And then we're just going to go in and blend with the brush. By the way, I'm already wearing concealer. The concealer that I'm using is the Westman Atelier Atelier T3 Atelier T3 foundation concealer. It's very heavily perfumed, just so that you guys know. I'm actually kind of looking for more coverage today because, like I said, the last couple of months have been super stressful, so I've been breaking out, and so I have a bunch of dark marks, particularly right here. So far, it's like a pretty foundation. Wow. So as you can see, one side of my face with the foundation, the other side without the foundation. It is a perfect match, as usual with the Givenchy foundations. I don't know why. Two foundation lines I can always count on to get a perfect match is Givenchy, well, three actually, Givenchy, Armani, and Chanel. Perfect every single time. Perfect. So like I said, I'm going for a little bit more coverage today. But I honestly don't seem to be able to build this up to more than medium. So in that case, it is correct. It is a medium coverage foundation. You're not going to get more than that. So I tried to build it up to maybe full. And you guys know I'm not a full coverage kind of girly. But like I said, I've been breaking out. So I'm trying to cover up some of those. Because normally I wouldn't care, but there are so many of them, so many dark spots that I'm just kind of like, and I have to go out today, so I don't want to be bothered with that. But I'm going to finish the other side of my face and I will be right back. Alright guys, so this is what my entire face looks like with the foundation, and this is a beautiful foundation. It does have a nice little glow going on. Let's see. It is not getting into any of my acne marks or anything. Oh my god, this foundation is gorgeous. Wow. And of course, like I said, as usual, perfect shade match. Yeah, so this is what my face looks like for day number 1 of testing the Givenchy foundation. The scent is still there, unfortunately. It looks like it's one of those that's going to take at least 30 minutes to dissipate, which is really kind of annoying. Because it interferes with my actual perfume, you know, when I don't want to smell that. But it's gorgeous. It's freaking gorgeous. I am going to set it. I'm going to use the Guerlain Gold powder to set it, but I'm not going to set it right now because I am going to be doing 2 other videos and I want to go ahead and do that before I set it. But this is what my face looks like. I can feel it on my face just a little bit. I think that's because I put on so much of it. Because like I said, I'm going for more of a fuller coverage, and you can see it did cover the dark spots here, except for like maybe this one is peeking out a little bit, but I have a lot of dark spots right here right now, a lot, and you can't really see them right now. So it does offer pretty decent coverage, pretty good coverage. I do have a bunch on my forehead as well. Yo, it's been a rough couple of months. It's been a rough couple of months. But yeah guys, this is what my face looks like. What time is it? It's not early. It's not early at all. It is 12:37 in the afternoon. This is what my face looks like, and I will be back here later on with any other thoughts that I have about the foundation, as well as what the final results look like. I'll see you here soon. Bye. Alright guys, I am back. It is now 6:50 in the evening on Sunday the 23rd, and this is what my face looks like. Once again, I did like a bunch of other videos. This is why I'm now wearing a full face. And I'd say the foundation held up really well. The only problem that I have with this foundation at this point, I did also set it, with the Prairie Gold powder, like I said I was going to. I don't know if that helped with the longevity or not, but it's only been like, what time did I leave here? Probably about, I left at 12:39, I think. So that's, yeah, basically 6 hours. Sorry, my nose is running. I just came from outside and it is cold. But anyway, this is what my face looks like after about 6 hours of wearing this foundation. Basically, I look exactly the same as when I left. And I have been running around, and I also took a nap. I took a nap, and if you've been here any length of time, you know that when I sleep, I get oily right here, and my eyes leak. But I'm not even really oily here in my U-zone, which is really, really weird. So I kind of really like this foundation. The only problem that I have with this foundation is that the smell does not actually go away. The smell stays, which was really disappointing because it's a really strong scent. It is not like a light flowery kind of scent. It's a heavy perfumey kind of scent. And I don't know if that's the reason why I felt like I could feel it on my skin, or if it was just because I put so much on, because I put on more foundation than I normally would use. Like usually I'm a light to light medium kind of girl, and today I was really trying to get full coverage because I was trying to cover up these spots here, and as you can see, the spots are still really covered pretty well because there's like a whole constellation of them right here. It's like a whole constellation. And you can't really see them. You can see this one because it's raised, and you can see this one as well also because it's raised. But the other ones that are like there, you can't see them, so it covers really well. But yeah, guys, this is what my face looks like after 6 hours. I will be trying it tomorrow with a glowing foundation, because I found that, like, even though it did give a little bit of a glow when I first put the foundation on, when I set it, it looked really, really matte, and I didn't really like that. It kind of got rid of the glow, and I kind of have to set my foundation because I'm like a combination oily girl, so I do have to set my foundation. So tomorrow when I try it, I am going to try it with the Burberry Beyond Radiance primer and see how that goes. But yeah, this is what my face looks like. 6 o'clock in the evening, almost 7, and that's it. That's basically it. See you in a couple of seconds for day number 2. Bye. Hey guys, what up and welcome back. Good morning. It is mad early in the morning, and you guys know, like, I don't talk this early in the morning. It is 8:26 a.m. This is day number 2 of wear testing the new Givenchy Serum Glow Serum foundation. This morning I am going to be testing it out with a shiny primer, a glowing primer, and the one that I'm using is the Burberry Beyond Radiance primer. I've already put on the primer, and I've already put on under eye concealer, so I'm just gonna go in with the foundation. Once again, I'm not going to be talking. I'm also going to be setting the foundation at the end with the Prairie Gold setting powder. So let us just go ahead and get into it. Today I'm going to be using a damp beauty sponge simply because I'm not going anywhere today. So, well, maybe not until like later on in the evening, like around 7 or 8. I don't need that much coverage. The reason why I decided to use the glowing primer is because the foundation behaved so well the other day with the regular primer that I felt that I wanted to try it with a glowing primer to see if it would still stay the same, especially since today I'm going to be working in front of computers all day. So we'll see how that goes. So stick around because it's coming up right now. Hey friends, what up and welcome back. It is now 6 minutes past 7 in the evening and this is what my face looks like. As you can see, the foundation has pretty much melted away. I mean, pretty much everything is gone. There's some movement on my nose where I was wearing my glasses. Like, yeah, there's a lot of movement. My forehead still looks relatively okay, I guess. There's some movement here on my chin, but all the foundation is gone from here and here. All I've been doing all day is sitting in front of a computer, 2 computer screens. I use 2 screens all day, and this is what my face looks like. But every time I sit in front of the computer, my skin tends to get greasy, but I've never had the foundation completely like melt away from my face. So maybe don't use a glowing primer with it next time. Matter of fact, what I'm going to do tomorrow, since using a glowing primer did this to my face and I am a combination oily girl, I'm pretty sure I know what using it on bare skin and wearing it in front of my monitors is going to do to it tomorrow. If I seem out of it, I am. What I'm going to do tomorrow is I am actually going to go ahead and use a mattifying primer to see if that helps with the, you know, the longevity and having it stay in place while I'm working in front of my monitors. But yeah, guys, this is what my face looks like. There's movement, there's shifting, there's a whole lot of fading, and I'm going to attribute that to the glowing primer and the lights from the monitors, because it's been like almost, it's been almost 12 hours. Wait, I left at what, like 8:30 this morning? I finished at about 8:30 this morning, right? And it's like 7 o'clock. So it's been almost 12 hours. It's been almost 12 hours. Okay. So tomorrow I'm going to use the mattifying primer and see how that works out. But yeah, this is what my face looks like. And I will see you back here in about 5 seconds for day number 3. Bye. Hey friends, what up and welcome back to day number 3 of wear testing the new Givenchy Prism Libre Glow Serum Foundation. The shade that I got once again is 5.5 Warm. And as promised, today I am going to be using a mattifying primer with it simply because of the way that it got greasy and kind of disappeared in part 2. On day number 2 when I was working in front of my computer. So today I'm not actually working. However, I will be running around like a mad person for most of the day. So I did go ahead and use a mattifying primer. The mattifying primer that I'm using is the Everlast primer from Dolce & Gabbana. I really like this as a mattifying primer. I need to do a video on the foundation as well because I do have it. I just didn't do the video. I've worn it, but I just didn't do the video. But anyway, so we're going to use a brush today because once again I'm going to be going out and I want a little bit more coverage than usual. I'm going to go ahead and put 2 pumps on my hand and we're just going to get started. Oh, by the way, I'm already wearing concealer as well. The concealer that I'm using is the Burberry Beyond Wear concealer. so here we're gonna pause to do a little review in review. I did go back to Sephora and I got the lighter shade of the Sun Tone Bronzing Drops. If you don't want to see this, just go ahead and skip it because there will be timestamps in the video. So you'll be able to skip this part if you don't want to see it. So, but I did go back to Sephora and I did go ahead and get Soleil Parfait 3. If you remember from the video with the Westman Atelier Bronzing Drops, I got Soleil Parfait 4 originally, but I wanted to see if 3 was more golden and whether or not I could like work it in better, or if it's too light or something. I don't think it's gonna be too light because I kind of pumped it out on my hand in the store and it seemed pretty dark. It just seemed a little bit more golden than the other one, so hopefully it works. So this is what it looks like. As you can see, it looks almost as dark as the other one, but it's just like golden. Hopefully it gives me time to work it in. So it's still pretty dark, but I feel like I have a little bit more time to work this in, and also I feel like I can build this one up because it's not quite as dark as the other one. So that's what I'm going to try to do. See if I can build it up a little bit more. Okay, so here's one side of my face with the Soleil Parfait 3 bronzer. I feel like it's still a little bit hard to work in, but I feel also that because this color is a bit lighter and more golden, it's more forgiving. It doesn't kind of look just like a streak on my face like the other one did. So I'm digging this one a little bit more. I don't know if you can see the difference. I can definitely tell the difference on my face in person. Let me know if you can see it on camera. And I'm going to finish the other side of my face off camera. Yeah, bye. Alright friends, so here is my whole face with the Atelier 3 on there. Let me know what you guys think. I still think these bronzers are pretty dark. But like I said, even though this one is not as dark as the other one, I like it better because I can actually build it up, but it's still pretty dark and it shows up. But this is what it looks like, Soleil Parfait 3. Let me know what you think. Alright guys, so this is my entire face with the Givenchy Serum Glow Serum Foundation. I did add bronzer. I am not actually going to add any eyebrow pencil or filler because my eyebrows need to be done anyway. I just want to get the foundation out of them, so I'm using that. I am going to use I use the bronzer. I am going to use a blush, a little bit of blush. I said a little bit, damn it. And then as a finishing powder, I'm going to go ahead and use my Chanel Universal Powder in the shade Peach. And this is my face for the day. It is not early. It is 8 minutes past 10 in the morning. This is what my face looks like. And I'll be back here later on to let you see the results of day number 3 and give you my overall thoughts on the foundation itself. See you back here shortly. Bye. Hey friends, what up and welcome back. It is now 5:38 p.m. in the evening and this is what my face looks like. I'm wrapping up a little bit early because I've been out all day and I kind of want to take a shower. So that includes washing my face. So I'm wrapping up a little early. But as you can see, this is what my face looks like. And I've been outside all day. Been running around. And the foundation held up really, really well. I do have a little bit of breakdown right here in my nose. I also did take a nap. And it stayed. And it still looks good. Now, once again, as usual, this foundation from Givenchy is a perfect match, as it usually is. Any Givenchy foundation I get is almost, well, not almost, it's always a perfect match. It's just one of those brands that I can always find my perfect color match in and undertone. And this one was no different. Now, I don't know if I've gotten used to the smell of the foundation, but it doesn't feel, or I can't smell it anymore when I put it on. I don't know. I think I've just gotten used to it because I don't smell it now. And the first time I wore it, I smelled it the whole time that I was wearing it. So probably just got used to it. The smell is still there, but I probably got used to it. Still comfortable on the skin. I think the matte primer that I use helped to extend the wear. However, it did take the glow away from the foundation, which kind of defeats the purpose because it is a glow foundation and it has a really, really pretty glow. But I feel like if I'm not going to be working in front of a computer, I don't necessarily need to use a mattifying primer. It is a matte glow for the most part, if that makes sense. Like, the only reason that it kind of disappeared on me on the second day was because, number one, I was wearing a glow primer, and it is a glowy foundation. And so I think those two things combined with the hot lights from the monitors just kind of made everything melt away. It did fade a bit. You can see the little constellation starting to peek out. Like, there's a whole lot more here, but these two are peeking out, and so is this one. And then here and here, I have a lot of little, you know, going on right now. So those are peeking out. So it did fade a little bit. But all in all, I think it held up pretty well, considering, like I said, I have been out. I took a nap. Did I really take a nap though? I didn't really fall asleep. I just kind of laid there for like an hour and a half trying to fall asleep. Didn't really work. But yeah, guys, this is what the foundation looks like at the end of, I think it's what, about 5.5 hours, 5 hours and 45 minutes ish. Because I left here at about somewhere between 10 and 10:30. I'll put the timestamp up there if I remember when I'm editing. But somewhere around 10, probably a little bit after 10. I think it was around 10:08 or something like that. I don't remember. Anyway, this is what the foundation looks like. It looks great. I think this is going to be a really good foundation for the summer. It doesn't highlight texture until it starts to like break down. Then you can see my texture a little bit more. But in the initial, it doesn't emphasize texture. I don't think it emphasizes texture that much. This is just the way my skin looks. And so it's just showing what my skin looks like when it starts to break down. And is that a bad thing? Some people might say that it is. Some people might say that it's not. But in the initial, when I first put it on, before my oils start to break through, it doesn't emphasize the texture. Now that my oils have started breaking through right here, you can see the texture on my skin. Take that however you want to. Might be a bad thing for some people. Some people might not care. So there you have it. Pretty much that's all I have to say about this foundation. I think this is a resounding success. I really wasn't expecting anything different. I've gone through 2 bottles of this Prism Libre line of foundations. I went through the original foundation, and then I went through the matte foundation. So this is a good line for me. I like it, and I'm going to continue to use this particular foundation. I think this foundation is like a good combination of the first 2. Because the first 2, one of them I think was just like a glowy foundation, and then the second one was just matte. And I think this is a nice little hybrid of the two, because you get a matte foundation, which is not like overwhelmingly matte, that's too matte and feels uncomfortable. And you also get a little bit of a glow with it. So I think it's a good hybrid of both of them. But anywho, I'm going to go take a shower. I hope you enjoyed this review of the Prism Libre Glow Serum Foundation from Givenchy. As usual, it's been real, it's been fun, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.